Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, and today I'm going to be reviewing for you Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. There you go, exclusive art for the Steelbook. Why not? So here we go. Now, I will be reviewing most of the single player and the co-op, not the multiplayer, because I'm not a fan of A, reviewing multiplayer, or B, reviewing multiplayer in the first week. So, let's get started. Okay, now the campaign, as we all know to come and expect from Call of Duty, is really short, and I beat it on the easiest difficulty in about 4 hours. Now I'm playing through it on Veteran, and it's obviously, so what I would recommend, if you want to try and leave it going for a while, put it on a harder difficulty. I always just go through on easy first so I can beat it and know what happens in the story. The story, as you would expect from a Modern Warfare game, is confusing as fuck. It goes all the way back to Call of Duty 4 at points, which is really good. It goes all the way back to Modern Warfare 2 at points, which is really good, and then it wraps everything up. So the Modern Warfare saga thing is finished, and you'll understand when you get to the end. Of course, the voice acting is stellar, as you would expect. You've got Captain Price, Bill Murray, William Fichtner, who I'm a huge fan of, who was in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas as Ken Rosenberg, Prison Break as Alex Mahone, and he was in Black Hawk Down as, I think he was the leader of someone. And the sound effects are all really good. I had a problem with some of the gun sound effects, like they didn't sound like guns, they just kind of sounded like cap guns, but regardless, all the really cool sound effects of the guns, the sounds, all that kind of stuff, that was really well done. You know, the good thing I like about Call of Duty, the single player, is that it breaks it up, whereas in other games, you're always just going through shooting, you're never doing anything else. You go from an AC-130 back down to the ground, and then back up to the AC-130, and then all of a sudden you're in different environments. You're in Africa, you're in other parts of the world, which is another really cool concept. You're in Germany, France, England, and so, you know, it can get a bit overwhelming at some points, but it's still pretty fun nonetheless. And I had a few problems with it. Like Brazil to me seemed to be I've given it away already. The Africa parts seem to be almost identical to the Brazil parts from Modern Warfare 2. Like, you're a close urban environment, guerrilla war, and all the Africans are all on the roofs, and they just pop out of nowhere, and it was, you know, tight spaces. It was very much like the Brazil part from Modern Warfare 2. I had a bit of a problem with that because it didn't seem unique. But, motherfucker, there are hyenas. That gets bonus points for me anyway. So yeah, it's a good change of characters. You go from different aspects in the game. It's not just the good guys. You actually get to play as the bad guys. I'll leave you with that because I thought it was pretty cool. Now, most people seem to have a problem with it's just more of the same. Like I've always said about Call of Duty, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I'm still convinced that this game had a 1-year development cycle. People always argue with me on that one. I've always said that they probably started because they were in that huge legal action. But I reckon it was 1-year development cycle, but if they're going to say it's 2, I think it's important when you review a game like this is to take it as it is. Don't go, well, look what the other one did, look what the other one did, look what the other one did. I think that's a bit silly. So, like, there's nothing wrong with the way it looks good, it plays good, it's 60 frames a second. I'm pretty sure that's why they can't upgrade it anymore, but maybe they can, which would be nice. So, look, what my problem is that people went into it obviously expecting something it wasn't going to be. I mean, people maybe need to watch more gameplay, more trailers, read up about games before they buy them, because obviously they're so upset that it's so much like Modern Warfare 2. And while you should be, it's not like Modern Warfare 2 engine-wise and graphic-wise was so broken. Like, the gameplay was pretty broken from a design standpoint, but it's not like the engine, there was anything wrong with the engine or the graphics, and I have no problem with them reusing it because I like it. You know, Infinity Ward, sure, they have a reputation now of going from COD 4 to Modern Warfare 2, which was a great transition. If you look at how different those games look, that was a really good transition. So maybe people were expecting that. But look, if you didn't watch the gameplay, if you didn't watch the trailers, then you've got no one else to blame but yourself. I'm sorry. You know, all Call of Duty is nowadays, at least, is just, look, by now you either like Call of Duty or you don't. And if you don't like it, you're not going to buy it. And if you do buy it, I don't know why you're buying it. But, you know, I look at it as, because Call of Duty arguably is one of the best online multiplayer games ever. Arguably. I like it because it's just the way it moves, it's fast paced, it's all that kind of stuff. And I think if you're not a fan, then you won't understand. It's just, if you were a hardcore Battlefield fan and they released a new game with different guns and different maps and different. That's all it is. It's an expansion pack, and people are saying it's not worth $60. That's bullshit. For the time that you will put in, if you're a Call of Duty fan, if you're a fan of these games, if you're not a fan of these games, fair enough. But like I said, do your research before you buy them. But if you generally like Call of Duty, you will get more than $60 worth, because you get an amazing co-op experience in Spec Ops. You get a good co-op experience in the Horde mode, which is called Survival. I hate that it's only 2-player. That shits me. But, you know, be happy with it. The multiplayer is back. It's got solid gun leveling. You can level your guns and get proficiencies. The kill streaks, the point streaks, that's changed. Again, I think that's more of a debatable, personal thing if you think it's good or bad. The call signs are back. Elite is here for free. People keep saying you have to pay for it. Everything but the downloadable content, the TV shows and all of the competition thing are free. So download it and look at your stats if you're into that kind of thing. Theatre mode's back, all the private match features. I don't think people understand that you're getting a lot for $60. Sure, you've probably got it before in Modern Warfare 2, but look, it's like I said, it's an expansion pack, and if you take it as that, you will probably enjoy it a lot more and won't feel bitter about your purchase. But like I said, if you're a fan of Call of Duty, you will have you will have double the money. You will have double the experience for the money that you paid, because you're going to be playing it all year. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Have a good one. Here are the scores. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Au revoir.